Welcome, families. We're getting ready to start our 5th year. I am so excited. I cannot believe what the Lord has brought to us this year. That is you guys as families and teachers. I really feel like we are on just an amazing journey, and we're going to see the Lord break in this year. We are really asking Him this year just to walk among us and to do our days with us in our classrooms and our assemblies and our prayer times, and just to really teach us more, be able to sit at His feet and just see His face and His heart for us and for this generation. So I just want to welcome everyone, especially our new families. We have a lot of new families this year. I think probably about 20 to 25% of our families are just joining us. So when you're here at school running in to pick up a child or doing your service hours, when you see someone else, just go up and introduce yourself, because there's a lot of people that are new, and so you're not going to know who's new and who's not. So just jump right in and start making friends right away. So I'm very excited to go on this journey. We're going to do something a little bit different this year and send little video blurbs, maybe just 3 to 5 minute short things once a week to our families and teachers. And really the purpose of this is to keep us all connected a little bit more of what God is doing here. You know, there's so many things that happen through the school days, just testimonies of what happens in classrooms, you know, cool academic things that are going on, and not every family is able to be here for all of those. So we're going to have these little short video things that we're going to be able to highlight different teachers and different students and testimonies, and just to be able to communicate with you guys what's going on. So we're calling these our Daniel Minute, and we'll be sending those out to everybody Fridays, and we're actually including in that at the end of each one something that we're calling the Daniel Dare, and that is going to be for all of our students and all of our families to join us in that. It'll be something different each week, and just a way to really engage actively with what the Lord is saying to us in this hour. So it's going to be very fun. You're going to want to make sure to watch for that. The elementary students will have their Daniel Dare as part of their Bible homework, and our junior high and high school students will actually be checking that off in their calendars in their Bible time as well. So for our first Daniel Minute this year, we want to just again tell our families a little bit of how our school started. It was very dramatic, and I know a lot of you have heard this many, many times, but a lot of you have not. And it's something that I believe we need to keep in front of us over and over and over again. As a lot of you guys know, an angel appeared to Bob Hartley, who is our chaplain, and said, "Tell Lauren to start the Daniel 9:23 school." Well, of course, Bob Hartley didn't know that that was my life verse, and I, at that point, didn't even really know what it meant. But over these last 4 years, the Lord has been unpacking that scripture of what it means for this generation. And so I'm going to go over that with us now. So Daniel 9:23, there's really 5 parts to this, and I think 5 things that the Lord is highlighting out of this scripture for our students. It says, "At the beginning of your supplications," and that is Daniel's first response. When he realized that the captivity time was coming to an end, his first response was prayer and fasting. And so I believe that that is a mark of this generation, that their first response to any situation is going to be prayer and seeking the Lord. That's number 1. The second part says, "The command was issued," and that is the Lord releasing angelic help, releasing answers. I believe these children are going to visibly see with their eyes things that many of us have not. They're going to see things moving and shifting, and the Lord answering their prayers. So when Gabriel's coming to tell Daniel this, he says, "I have come to tell you, for you are highly esteemed," or greatly beloved. And I believe that that is another real mark of this generation, that they know that they are the Lord's favorite ones. They have just that confidence settled in their heart that they can boldly come before Him. The next one, the 4th one, is to give heed to the message. And I believe that that is the message of Daniel's life and his lifestyle and the God that he followed. And what does that look like for us? How do we become Daniels? And then lastly, it says to gain understanding of the vision. And all of Daniel 9 and 10, are really about what's happening at the end of the age. And I believe that we're in obviously the latter days, and that the Lord is speaking to us how our part is in these end days, and what is going to be required of this generation. I think is very great. It's a mighty thing that the Lord is doing. So that is Daniel 9:23 in a nutshell. And our Daniel Dare, this is our first one for the week, is going to be, as a family, to read Daniel 9:23 together and to pray over it, and really to pray over these 5 parts. I believe that God is going to give us revelation this year as we seek Him together as a family, adoring Him, pressing in for more. And so I just want to invite you on this journey this year and welcome all of our new families and all of our returning families.